Or Haley Wooden with Business in Vancouver, rather, joins us now with more. And Haley, are we expecting to actually see anything come out of these talks?
I think at this stage, no one's expecting, first of all, to see the NAFTA negotiation concluded in this round. In fact, an 8th round, a new round, is being scheduled for late March. What the expectation is, and there's some optimism around this, that certain chapters can successfully be closed, that the parties can come to the table on the less controversial elements of NAFTA and push those along, essentially paving the way for future breakthroughs on the toughest issues. And we all know them by now: auto rules, the sunset clause, as well as dispute resolution. We've always known this too, but there's now a tight pressing political timeline to this too. Mexican presidential elections expecting to start late March. Those will be followed fairly closely by U.S. midterms in the fall. So pressure's on. That could add further complications to the discussions, but it could also maybe push the parties to come to a quicker resolution on NAFTA. So we'll wait and see. These talks going until March 5th this time around.
All right. And Haley, speaking of trade, also some rumblings about the TPP and whether the U.S. might jump back in.
Yeah, some interesting comments from President Trump. He said there's a possibility the U.S. may entertain rejoining the Trans-Pacific Partnership, but of course we've heard this before too. It would have to involve more favorable terms for the United States. This came on a 4-day trip to Australia, where the Australian Prime Minister tried to encourage and entice the president to rejoin the Trans-Pacific Partnership. That was not successful, but he did manage to get these remarks out of the president. We'll see. These remarks did make news headlines around the world, but as it stands, the renewed TPP does look like it's moving forward. It will be signed by the 11 remaining countries, including Canada, next week. And the renewed TPP has actually been amended to remove some of the elements that were actually quite favorable to the U.S., but now that the U.S. has exited. So we'll see. Unless there's a serious commitment from the president, I don't think there will be any disruption to that deal moving forward next week.
Haley Wooden with Business in Vancouver. Haley, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.